This is Future Yard, a trailblazing venue in the Wirral, where I met with Superstore, pioneers of the scene, to talk about their experience making music in the Northwest.
So, we are Superstore. Ben Taylor.
Nathan McGowan.
Sammy Thatcher.
Luke Sperring.
And we've got the latest single, The News at 10, out now. And it's about wishing you'd gone to bed before the news at 10.
And it's good.
Yeah, I don't know. So, as a kid, I've loved Beatles. Dad got me into the Beatles as a kid. That was I didn't really take in much media other than that. And right now I love The Fall, Black Midi, Black Country New Road. But yeah, the Smiths as well. When I first met Sammy, we kind of formed a friendship over the Smiths, and that's what kind of formed the band too. So, yeah.
I'll continue, I guess. A lot of my influence is basically from Ben. So he got me into started me off in a lot of cool music, and over time, one of my favorite bands is Radiohead, and that's influenced me a little bit. And it's just over time, it's kind of branched. My music taste is branched off, but it's still very much in the kind of post-punk kind of scene. So.
I have nothing to add, to be honest. I've got my own mic. Oh, sorry.
What was the first name then?
the new millennia.
Ooh, first name was Landside.
That never went
For
public.
one rehearsal
Yeah.
that he wasn't at.
What is your favourite gig you've been to?
I'd say Black Midi in Liverpool on the Windmill. That was probably my favourite gig.
Invisible Wind Factory.
Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah.
You go to a different one.
Elbow.
I think
We do two festivals.
Soaptrol?
A feet gig where Bull supported feet.
Oh, that was it.
And that was very good.
Definitely. Mine's probably the sports team in Preston. They did before the album was released. They announced this intimate gig in a little bar in Preston, and then the album went all massive in that. And then COVID, and then a year later, they still had the gig booked. So we went. It was dead cheap, and just got all the beers. Went to Preston, and it was 100 capacity room, maybe 50, less than that, 80.
Gosh.
And they were just there, and they were just drinking in the pub before. It was really cool. And it's that was the kind of turning point for me, where I was yes, music, and then everything followed. So Superstore's first gig was about 3 weeks after that, and then we get loads and loads from that.
What's your favourite gig that you've played?
Oh, yeah, you can answer that one now.
Yeah.
Oh, my favourite gig played. Can we? Oh, okay. We did Yardageddon this year here, which was fun because it was we came on first and then we played another set afterwards. So we did 2 sets and did covers afterwards, which was fun, and obviously played the news at 10. But I think the one that was kind of we had started about, was it 100, 200 maybe at the Baltic Social, early doors at when we first started, we sold out a small venue, 200 capacity maybe. If it wasn't, it was 150, 70, I don't know. Numbers. But yeah, that was really fun because it felt like a moment. Loads of people turned up. We spent a lot of our high school experience not getting bullied.
We were cool.
We weren't
Really awesome.
bullied. And so it was good to see people at the gig who weren't bullying us and did not bully us for being in the band. So it was good to have the kind of comeuppance of that. I use that word in a sentence. Others?
Mine's probably the first gig we did here at Future Yard. It's probably my favourite gig. Just because it felt like a big moment.
So, what makes a good gig for Superstore? What makes a Superstore good gig?
People.
We must have been about at most 20, but all of them were giving it the biggin, so it was good because everyone was moving, and that felt really fun. But then the next night, we went to Manchester, and not calling you out Manchester, all right, but you all just looked at me like I was not meant to be doing what I was doing, but you paid to come in.
Listening to your music, there's sort of a political charge behind it. Would you guys call yourself a political?
No. Next question.
He does politics, mate.
I still want to say we're not.
Next question. No.
No.
We don't like politics being brought into music.
No.
You just don't.
I just I don't know. When I write the lyrics, or when we write the lyrics, my lyrics are probably the ones you're referring to, because Sammy's are more about wearing underwear.
Or not.
Or not wearing them.
We all do. We all don't.
You don't. No, well, yeah. Obviously, the Hancock is the one, but it's more just about the kind of, I guess, current affairs is more what I try to talk about. The news, but the news can be about anything. You know what I mean? Liverpool drawing 1-1 at Chelsea.
Stands for notable events, weather and sport. So it could be any of those things.
Yeah. So there you go. Nerd. But I know why you think that, but it's hard to make an argument against that. But we're not a political band because we're not going to do a Youngblood.
And if you could bring one random instrument into the band, what would you bring in? That's not a trumpet.
Probably
Better guitarist?
uh,
I would quite like a cello.
Jeff Stelling.
Cello?
Yeah.
Why?
Cello. Why?
What is one venue that you want to play? A realistic venue in the next few years?
really?
I'd like us to actually headline the O2 Academy in Liverpool. I think that's pretty decent.
Not realistic.
No, like the lower floor. No, we support it. We never.
Why do you want to do that?
I know it's really cool to do. All right, I was supposed to play the Fulford Arms in York. It's my favourite place I want to play. Fulford Arms.
Is it actually?
Actually, it's a cool place.
It's actually a really cool venue.
It is actually a cool venue.
Okay.
Yeah, Luke.
Playing at the Deaf Institute would be pretty cool. That's probably the favourite venue I've been to, but might have just been because the gig was good.
So that's what it is. And people will be like Merseyside band. People will avoid genuinely saying they're from the world in any way possible and say, Northwest band. Like, I don't know why, but it's because like you say, Liverpool's such a scene. The Liverpool scene is so important. If you're on it, you're on it, and you're in. There's bands that have got into it, and that's it. It's very much. It's not closed off, but it certainly has felt that way to us. But I don't know. I mean, not felt that way, but it's been very helpful. Like, we still get gigs often from great players like Vinyl House and people like that who do good work with us. But there's definitely when we were first starting, it was like that. And the more we've got into, thanks to this place, we've been very.
Also, I feel like
helpful.
some of it is how we act. It's like, I don't know, you see a lot of bands and they're quite not serious, but it feels like everything's like, oh, we got to stand here, we do this. We kind of just we don't not do what we want. We like having fun on stage, and you can see that we are having fun. I just think some people look at that and go, oh, don't like that.
Well, a lot of bands sound like the Arctic Monkeys and Oasis.
Yo,